How old are you?
31.
What is your rank in the Army?
Lieutenant Commander in the Navy. I ejected and broke my leg and both arms.
And your official number?
624.
He is prepared through his intellect, his life experience, his character, his courage, his integrity to deal with a tough issue.
I am prepared to serve. I am by far the best prepared to serve. And that's really the major reason why I want to be President of the United States.
These gun-free zones, doesn't this say, nobody here to stop you?
It is an invitation, and there is some evidence that some of these shooters have paid attention to that and knowingly went to places where it said gun-free zone, free to shoot people zone.
Gun owners. The Politico newspaper reports Obama is trying to highlight his background in constitutional law and downplay his record of voting consistently, his voting record of consistently supporting gun control. Obama has voted for bans on semi-automatic weapons and concealed weapons and voted for limits on handgun purchases.
I and many Americans believe that the Second Amendment is an individual right to keep and bear arms and not just about hunting.
I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment.
I have defended my position on protecting our Second Amendment rights, including my votes against waiting periods, bans on the so-called assault weapons, and illegitimate lawsuits against targeting gun manufacturers.
Our failure to control spending and the earmarking, which led then to corruption, which then led to members of Congress going to jail. That the system lurched so completely out of control. How is the system so broken? The bridge to nowhere was a tipping point with the American people. We should have made some of these other earmarks famous that are just defy imagination. The list goes on and on.
There's a bill going before the Senate for vote called the cheeseburger bill. And I'd just like to know what your position is on that.
And I want to tell you, as President of the United States, the first pork barrel bill that comes to my desk, I will veto it and make the author of it famous. I promise you that.
I'll make the Bush tax cuts permanent, reduce taxes on 25 million middle-class families, and veto wasteful government spending. There's no one who will work harder to protect our shores and protect your pocketbooks. We're facing the transcendent challenge of our time and our children's time and perhaps our grandchildren's time, and that is the threat of radical Islamic extremism.
See what these terrorists are putting up on the websites. It's not Iraq they want. It's us. It's us. It's us they want. They want to destroy us and everything we stand for and believe in, and it's part now, even if it wasn't before, of this titanic struggle between good and evil.
McCain backed the war from the start, has called for sending more troops to Iraq ever since, and strongly supports Bush's surge of troops to Baghdad now. And he is utterly unapologetic about it.
I know that the war in Iraq has been long and it's been hard and it's been difficult and it's been frustrating and all of us agonize.
But I also believe that if you pass a resolution through the Congress of the United States that dictates withdrawal and a time for withdrawal, all you're doing is telling the enemy, hang on, we're leaving.
I'm still convinced that withdrawal means chaos, and if you think that things are bad now, if we withdraw, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Keep that faith. Keep your courage. Stick together. Stay strong. Do not yield. Stand up. We're Americans and we'll never surrender.
John McCain, the American president Americans have been waiting for.
I'm John McCain and I approve this message.